with Manna Group, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about down payments and what that looks like in the home buying process and how we can afford a house. One of the most common questions that we get, or misconceptions, is how much money you need for a down payment to purchase a house. The common thought is that you have to have a 20% down payment, and most people do not buy a house with 20% down. Conventional loan requires 3% down. If you're going to do an FHA loan, that requires 3.5% down. And when I say that, that means 3% of the purchase price. So if it's a $300,000 home, you're going to have $9,000 for your down payment. Now, there's also closing costs involved in purchasing a house, and we generally estimate those to be around 3% as well. So in the $300,000 house, you need $9,000 for your down payment, and then another $9,000 for your closing costs. We can always get some of those closing costs included in the purchase price and in the sale of the home, so the seller pays a small portion of that. With FHA, same thing, 3.5% down, 3% for closing costs. The VA loan or a UGA loan, those require 0% down. So those are great programs. You still will need some money for your closing costs. Also in the state of Washington, there are down payment assistance, so they help with that process, and you can get into a home for next to no money out of pocket. Now, as you're looking at affordability of what you've saved up for your down payment and where you're at, rent versus a mortgage, I tell people right now, with how high interest rates are, to factor about $800 a month for every $100,000 you borrow, or $80 a month for every $10,000 you borrow. So on a $300,000 house, it'd be 3 times 800, it'd be $2,400 a month in payment. So you can use that as kind of a comparable to what your rent payment is or what your housing payment is. Do you want to make the step into buying? Some easy, simple solutions to try to help you understand buying versus renting and what costs are what costs. If you have more questions, please feel free to reach out anytime.